Well, we've just got off the train at Medlow Bath. We're going to go and explore the network of tracks in behind the Hydro Majestic Hotel. This is another one of these great walks that you can access really easily from public transport. Let's go. Recent upgrades to this train station has meant that they've put in a great pedestrian overpass, making access even easier. You do need to access these tracks down behind the Hydro Majestic. We're using this access road as our starting point. Many of these tracks also are not signposted. We're just down behind the Hydro Majestic Hotel. We're going to take the Glen Rosa Track and head along it for a while. As we head towards the Glen Rosa Track, the trail can be a little bit indistinct. Well, this somewhat swampy section that we're crossing now is actually the old dam. It's very silted up now, so it is just a bit of a wet foot walk. Well, we did manage to get across the old dam and all of that boggy bit with relatively dry feet. Can be done, it just might be a bit slow going. Well, we've just followed a bit of a detour track down here to the base of the dam wall. As you can see, it does still have a trickle overflowing it. Back in the day, this dam did hold an awful lot of water before it all got silted up. Right now though, kind of smells. So we've just come down a set of old wooden steps. Looks like there may have even once been a bridge across here. You don't have to come this way. It is a little bit slippery. There are plenty of other options for exploring this area. Well, I don't think many people come this way, and the mud, it'll swallow your boots. Well, the falls down further from that dam are really pretty. We're just coming around the nose of the point and we're on a bit of a red ledge here. So after walking along that red ledge, we've reached a fork in the path. We're going to take the downhill first. It takes us down to an unnamed lookout. Wow, these views are amazing. And as you can see by this railing, olden day safeties, not quite the same as modern day safety. Do be careful around cliff edges. Well, the views down there were absolutely spectacular. Safety side of it though, a little bit dodgy. Let's continue. Looks like we're going around the top of this gully. Might get a bit squidgy underfoot. We've reached the Colosseum. This is a really impressive rock formation. It's also very popular with climbers in the area. This track here to my right takes you back up towards the Hydro Majestic Hotel. For us, we're going to continue down some old stone steps and into the Colosseum itself. We hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, give it a like, drop us a comment, and if you're not already, consider subscribing to our channel. These views are just spectacular. We've just come back from checking out the views at the Climbers Ledge. We're now going to continue along the original track that's hidden behind these ferns. Just up behind me is an area that has been built up with a big stone wall. We're going to take these old steps now and go and check that one out. We are well inside the Colosseum now. We've just noticed these old stone steps. We're going to check out where they go. Well, after going and visiting that benched area and having a look at the views from up there, we're now going to continue further into the Colosseum. Really glad there aren't any lions to have to fight off in here today. Well, we're just going to stop here at these views and have a bite to eat. The Hydro Majestic Hotel opened on July 4, 1904. It was built by Sydney retailer Mark Foy. He's responsible for putting in this vast network of tracks that runs down below the Hydro Majestic, including the tracks that we're walking on today. And a fun fact, the Hydro Majestic Hotel had electricity 4 days before Sydney did. Well, we've just come up out of the Colosseum, and from this vantage point you can see the Hydro Majestic on the mountain behind me, and views in front of us are spectacular over the Unnamed Valley. We've just joined up with the Sunbath track. We're going to head left and check that out, and a couple of lookouts as well. If you'd come straight down from the Hydro Majestic Hotel instead of going via the Colosseum, this is how wide the tracks are and very easy to follow. We've arrived at an intersection. We're going to take the track to the left, which will take us down to the Sunbath. On our way back, we're going to take this track to my right, which will take us to Tucker's Lookout. We're here at the Sunbath. Now, this was one of the hydropathic facilities that Mark Foy created as part of the Hydro Majestic. Just down from the Sunbath is an absolutely brilliant lookout. Well, the Sunbath was pretty cool. Let's go check out Tucker's Lookout. We've just reached Tucker's Lookout. Now, this is near the site where the Hydro Majestic had a flying fox which went down into the valley, where the farms below grew the produce that was then sent up to the Hydro Majestic. There was even a racetrack down in the valley. Well, how beautiful are the views from Tucker's Lookout? Now we're going to head down the valley track and we're going to show you some of the really cool features of this historic track. This part of the track is probably not suitable for children. We've just taken a zigzagging track down below Tucker's Lookout. These views here are amazing, but what we really want to show you is just ahead. The track we're on heads down into the valley through this natural cleft, and how cool is this? We hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, give it a like, drop us a comment, and if you're not already, consider subscribing to our channel. Well, how cool was that original old ladder? Does look like it's seen a bit better days though. There is a steel ladder just in front of us, so we're going to explore just a little bit further down into the valley before we come back up the way we've just been and back past Tucker's Lookout and across to Mark's Tomb. Please do keep in mind that this part of the walk is probably not suitable for children. It is very steep and they are exposed cliff edges. At least this ladder seems to still have all its rungs. How cool are these old cut steps? Well, as you can see from the painting on the rock here, if you take the paths to my left, you'll head down into the valley. If you take the path on the right, then you'll head to the Colosseum. Parts of this track did suffer a landslip. Currently it's closed, may change by the time you come to visit. What we are going to do right now though, is show you another natural feature here. I absolutely love these old steps. I'm also so amazed at the ingenuity of the people who use these natural features to create such amazing walking tracks through this area. Well, this is as far as we're going. We think that we've shown you some of the best things along this walk. Those staircases, the ladders, absolutely fabulous and well worth checking out. We're now going to head back up and continue with our walk. We've just come back from the Sunbath. We're now going to take the path to the left. This is the start of the Wonderland Track. We're going to take it and head over towards Mark's Tomb and check that out. After that, we're going to head back to the station. We've just come to another intersection. The track to our left is the Wonderland Track. We're going to take that one. If you do continue straight up the hill, you go up into the streets of Medlow Bath. The Wonderland Track is really easy to follow. The sign that marks the way down to Mark's Tomb can be easy to miss. It is a sign up in the tree as you just saw, and it's down to the left. Well, this is Mark's tomb. This was never used as a tomb. However, Mark Foy did want to be buried here. He wasn't though. He died at age 85 in 1950. Well, how cool was Mark's tomb? We're now going to continue along the Wonderland Track. Well, there you have it. A taste of the historic tracks in behind the Hydro Majestic Hotel. There are many, many more tracks down there to explore if you want to. We've just finished the Wonderland Track and now we're going to head to my right, back towards Medlow Bath station, and hopefully we'll be in time for our train. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment and consider subscribing to the channel. We'll see you in the next video.